Welcome to Stay at Home STEAM with Team Neutrino. Today we're going to be making Ooblek and learning about non-Newtonian fluids. For this activity, you're going to need cornstarch, a measuring cup, food coloring, a bowl, something to stir with, and 3/4 of a cup of water. Now let's get started. This might get a little messy, so feel free to wear an apron or set a towel down on your workspace. The first thing that you're going to want to do is measure out 1 cup of cornstarch and then put it into your bowl. Now, if you want your Ooblek to be colored, now is the time to put in your food coloring. However, this is optional. Now, slowly pull your water into the cornstarch and then mix as you go. It's going to get tough to mix, but after a while there should be no visible cornstarch in the bowl. If your Ooblek looks too runny, then add some more cornstarch or add some more water if it's tough and crumbly. Now for the fun part, you can play with your Ooblek. As you're touching it, you might notice that with slow and gentle movements, the Ooblek acts just like water, like a liquid. However, if you move too quickly or put too much force on your Ooblek, for example, punching it, it acts just like a solid. Now, you're probably wondering how this is happening. Ooblek is actually neither a solid or a liquid. It's a non-Newtonian fluid. That's a fancy way of saying they'll behave differently depending on the amount of pressure you put on it. This is because the cornstarch didn't actually dissolve when you mixed it in the water. Instead, it's just suspended in the fluid, so when you quickly put force on it, the cornstarch particles don't have enough time to move out of the way of your hand, so it feels like hitting just a solid. Now feel free to play with your Ooblek. Once you're ready to clean up, make sure to add a lot of water to your mixture before you pour it down the drain so it doesn't clog. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of Stay at Home STEAM. Don't forget to tag us on our social medias at FRC Neutrino and use the hashtag StayAtHomeSteam for a chance to be featured on our stories.